Well, hey there, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back again. This is going to be an in-depth review of the Panasonic camcorder that I picked up at the local garage sales in my neighborhood, the community sale we had this past weekend. Needless to say, I'm very impressed with it. It takes excellent video, and even for just having 2.3 megapixels, it does fairly decent photos as well, provided you have a good light situation. Indoors, it's a little bit weak. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I will say off the top of the bat that one thing that makes this camcorder far superior to most of my other mini DVs is the fact that it has the famous Leica lens, which Panasonic has used for years. Basically what that is, most modern lenses are a composite plastic, whereas this is a true glass lens, and I must say it makes a big difference when taking videos and even when you're doing photos as well. Over here is the flash for the photo mode. This is not a light, it doesn't work in video mode. Under here we have the red eye reduction in photo mode and your record indicator when you're in video mode. It does have a stereo mic, not surround sound, but at least it is stereo, and it has a pretty good sound quality. This right here I believe is the infrared receiver for the optional remote, which I did not get with this. I believe that you actually had to pay extra for it, and the lady that bought this didn't do that. Might be in something I can find on eBay though. Coming over here, you have the door for the SD card. Oddly enough, you cannot open this door unless the screen is pulled out. And I believe it's the original SD card. This is the 16 megabyte Canon card. I'm not 100% sure, but that seems like it should be the original card. Got about a 2.5-inch screen there, not super big, but sufficient. Have the reset button, the power LED button, your various focus modes, auto and manual focus, the mini DV out or Firewire out, which is the way I'll be transferring most of the videos that I take with this. Turning over here, we have the lithium-ion battery, a pull-out color viewfinder, record button. Under here is your S-Video connection, which is kind of odd considering this is a 2004. I would have thought they'd done away with S-Video by then, but I guess they were leaving that there for backwards compatibility. Your toggle switch for PC mode, playing photos, taking photos, playing video, and then of course recording video. And this is basically your arrows. You have up, down, left, and right. Instead of that, it's actually like a little, I don't know what you call this, almost like a track point. Menu button, your quick start function is right here. This button up here is your on-off. One thing that I was really impressed is this actually has an accessory shoe, and I was actually looking online for this, and it says you can order external mics, boom mics, and you can also put like an external light on that for the camera, for the camcorder mode. So I might see if I can find something that works with that. Up here you have your photo shot button, and then your combination zoom, wide and tall, and volume up and down button, or in this case a toggle left and right. This right here opens the tape mechanism so you can load your mini DV tapes. And I did actually have to clean the heads on this. When I first got it, I was getting a lot of frame dropout, but I went in here and I cleaned the main video head, the different pinch rollers, and then the audio head, which is right back there, and that pretty much solved my problem entirely. I shot about 20 minutes of video with this and didn't see one bit of frame dropout. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this on. And as you can see here, the screen comes on right away. Right now I'm actually in video mode. I'm going to go ahead and push the menu button here. And it gives you your various different functions. You can start with the basic. You have your scene mode, record speed, blank search. Basically, I believe that'll search for the blank parts of your mini DV tape. Win cut, clock set, and that's it for the basic one. If you go into advanced, we have picture quality, which I have turned up all the way, because let's face it, it's a 2.3 megapixel camera in there. Flash mode, red eye reduction, the flash level or intensity, electronic image stabilization. Now, that is probably the one negative of this camcorder. For some reason, the way they designed it, if you're recording in widescreen mode, the electronic image stabilization is disabled, so that only works in 4:3, not 16:9 mode. Horseshoe mic, that's for that accessory port up there. Wide mode, which is on. Cinema mode, which I have to look up, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think it's like an alternative widescreen mode. USB function. And then you can adjust how far out the digital zoom goes. Right now it's set to the default of 25x. The zoom mic, date and time, and then your initial set. Let's see if we can go back in here. And then of course you have your main setup here. Fade color, so you can have a little bit of effects with this. Right now it's just set to black. The audio recording, which was set to 12-bit, but I have since set it to 16-bit because with the YouTube audio compression, you use 12-bit audio to record. It sounds terrible once YouTube gets in there and uses their codecs and everything on it. The record lamp, which is on. The display, of course, is on. The remote, which doesn't really matter in this case because I don't have it. Beep sound is on, though the volume is muted at the moment. LCD AI, I'm not exactly sure what that... I think that has to do with the contrast. LCD set. EVF set. And then, of course, you also have the demo mode, which I haven't actually done on this yet. The AV jack, which in this case is set to out or headphones. I believe you can set that also to video and audio out. And the power save mode. So that is it for this camcorder. You guys are definitely going to be seeing more of this in the near future. I'm going to be using this probably to film the vintage tube radios that I have. One other thing I want to show you guys is the actual charging base, which is really cool. In this case, it uses something similar to what my Sony camcorder does. You actually take the battery out. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. And what you do is you just kind of shoo it in here. And then, of course, it plugs in just the regular AC power. The battery does hold a good charge in this, so I'm pretty pleased with that. At least I won't have to buy a battery for a while. And you guys can pause the video. I'll let you guys read the serial number and the other information under here. And last but not least, just to show you guys, this is model PV-GS150. And this was manufactured right around 2004 to 2005. That was a review of my new mini DV camcorder. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.